Hello everybody, hope you're all well. It's a bit strange doing our Meet the Teacher presentation as a video, but it's what has to be done in the current climate. So for those of you that maybe have not met me yet, my name is Mrs. Nesbitt. I do know quite a lot of you. I've taught a lot of siblings as well. And I am the assistant head teacher at St Mary's. I'm also the English leader and the assessment leader as well, and the Year 4 teacher. So nice to meet you, and I'm just going to go through a PowerPoint with a few pieces of information that might be important for this year. So I'm just going to turn the camera now so that you can hear my voice and I can tell you more about the slides. Okay, so the key aims of Year 4: promoting self-motivation and positive attitude towards learning, making sure that we continue to encourage those good manners and helpfulness for themselves and each other, developing organisational skills and presentation, and moving away from giving them lots of help and telling them how to present things and giving them a bit more freedom about deciding how they think is the best way to present information. A big focus on the core skills in English, maths and science, and we will still be practicing skills in English and maths through the other curriculum subjects as well. Developing speaking and listening skills and encouraging independence and resourcefulness to prepare for upper key stage 2. So we do use the 5 B's in Year 4, which is brain, board, book, buddy and boss. Those are some top tips that the children use for helping themselves before they ask a teacher. So the boss is the last B on the list. So we really encourage them to try and think of ways to help themselves. So a little bit about the curriculum. One main theme per half term. So the current theme that we have is Romans, and a lot of the English work and the other subjects will link into the topic of Romans as well. We're continuing with the Read, Write, Ink spelling programme. So each day we do a 15-minute practice with our spelling rule. We're also continuing with the Pen Pals Cursive Handwriting programme, and each morning when they come in they practice their joined up writing, and there's lots of pen licenses to give out shortly, as a lot of them made progress with their handwriting over the last few months, so they will be getting those on a Friday when we have celebration assembly. We'll be continuing with maths mastery, and we will also continue with French, which they started in Year 3, and we do encourage them to do the daily mile every day to build fitness and to build their stamina for exercise. So some of the topics we'll be covering this year. So we're doing Romans at the moment, and hopefully we're going to get some artefacts from a museum for the final week of our Romans topic. Next half term we have our rivers topic. Unfortunately we won't be going to Sayers Croft in autumn 2 as we had planned, so we will try and go there later on in the year after Christmas if we are able. After Christmas and Spring 1 we do our chocolate topic, always a very popular topic, and we normally have someone come in and do a chocolate workshop where the children will learn all about how chocolate's made, how it affects the digestive system, the history of chocolate, and they make chocolate pizzas in the afternoon. They always love that. Spring 2 we've got Inspiring Iceland, learning all about Iceland. Summer 1 Ancient Greece, and Summer 2 robots, and hopefully we'll be able to go on a trip to the Science Museum at the end of the year to do with our robots and electricity topic. Okay, so some general reminders about how the behaviour system works here. We still use the green, amber and red traffic light system throughout the school. So the children start each lesson on green. If we have to give them a warning, they move to amber. And then if we have to give them the second warning, they move to red, and they missed a few minutes of their playtime and reflect on the behaviour that they should have shown. We do use class dojos, which are like little points they get every time they show a behaviour that the teacher likes. We have individual rewards and whole class rewards to encourage teamwork with that as well. And we try to use the 6 R's as a reminder of the learning behaviours to look for. So they are resilient, respectful, responsible, risk taker, reflective, resourceful. So those are the behaviours we look for, and the dojos relate to those as well. Okay, so we have started sending home reading books, and I've just read with all the children in the previous week to change their levels. Please read with the children at least 5 times a week and sign the reading record, just to say the date, the book they've read, and a quick comment if you can about how they got on with their reading. The children can also sign their own reading record to say something that they enjoyed or maybe something that they didn't like about the book. And we do only send home 2 books a week from the staged reading books, but please feel free to allow children to read their own books and record that in the reading record as well. And you can also read a book over a couple of days if it's a longer book, as they will become longer in year 4. There is a little note in the reading record about the system we use to show whether they're doing enough reading, the green, amber and red system. So we will just put a little dot in there just as a reminder. It's more for the children to, if they get an amber or red, it's their responsibility to know that they need to do a bit more reading at home. And we will assess the reading stages at the end of each term and move the children on accordingly if they are ready. But do remember, it's not just about fluency, it's also about comprehension. So the reading quizzes that we do assess whether they understand what they're reading as well. Some of the homework that we do in year 4, we carry on with the spelling homework, and the children use the same logbook as last year. It's a year 3 and 4 logbook. Each Monday we will put a date on the page of the new rule that we're learning and the due by date, and the children will have 2 weeks to record 5 words into their logbook relating to that rule. But we've also added a new task this year, which is to do some activities on Ready Writer, which is a spelling platform that the children have access to. You might have seen it during the school closures. This is a really fantastic way for children to practice spellings. It has a pre-assessment to see what they know already, lots of fun games and activities to practice the spelling, then a post-assessment. So they've got 2 weeks to do those activities, and then we'll check the Monday, a fortnight later, how they got on. We also have the half-termly words, the spelling challenge, and that's only 12 or 13 words to learn over the half term. These are normally words that you have to learn off by heart because you can't sound out, so it's really important the children learn how to spell these. And this year for our maths homework we're going to set an activity on mathletics. So every Monday we'll set a mathletics activity about the current topic we're doing, ready for the next Monday when the teacher will be checking whether the children have completed it. Please let me know if you need another copy of any of these logins. Read Your Writer login is the same as mathletics. The PE days this year are Tuesday and Thursday, so please send the children into school in their kits on these days. We do show and tell on a Friday, but what I say to the children is that it would be best if the show and tell is something about our topic or something to celebrate, like an achievement, whether they've won an award or got a certificate. At the moment it's Romans. If they have anything, or if they want to make anything about the Romans, they can bring that in. Please, if you have an old t-shirt or apron at home, if you could send that in so that the children can do some art activities and won't get messy. And it is important that the children have a fruit snack at playtime, just to get them through to lunch. And we're having a slightly later lunch now because of the staggered opening times, so it would be really good for them to have a snack during the first break. Please name every item of clothing. We say it every year, it is very important. I think it's go missing so easily. And look out for any year 4 notices within the Friday newsletter. I might be putting some things in there from time to time. So that was just a whistle-stop tour of some of the things that we'll be learning this year in year 4. I hope it's answered some questions that you may have had. If you do have any more questions, obviously because you're not here, it would be best if you could email them to the staff at email address, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. If you want to discuss your child further, if you have a concern about anything, or you just want to have a chat, then please do make an appointment to talk to me after school, or we can have a chat on the phone as well. So do get in touch, and my door's always open. Okay, have a lovely week, everybody, and I will see you all in the playground during drop-off and pick-up. We're going to have a great year. Bye, everyone.